Hello guys, it's your girl Brenda back again with another video. Today I have my classic white Zinfandel and let's get ready for a crazy story time. Just kidding guys. It is a story time, but I mean, this is just H2O. Just really quick, I know I was MIA for the last video, but your girl was busy. And yeah, that's not an excuse. There's no excuses for this. So yeah, I'm about to go have myself a timeout because slap in the face, right? But I'm sorry, I really am. But this video is gonna go up and you're still gonna get another video because I know you guys love me, obviously, don't you? Yes. So we are going to get started with this story time. It's gonna be a long taping. Girl, what are you doing? Alright, so this all starts in my old house. The one where I used to live before. I was about, I'm gonna say 16, 17, 15, 17, 16, 17, let's say around there. It was me, my mom, and her fiance, all three at the house. And I think, yeah, I was washing dishes because we were all cleaning up the house. And my mom went to the restroom. And that's when the fiance, let's call him Miguel. Miguel comes to where I am, obviously in the kitchen washing the dishes. He comes behind me. And he's pretty much just, because he was kind of a clean freak. So he was making sure that I was like cleaning the dishes well, supposedly. He kind of like shoved me and I like shoved him back. And then he like shoved me even harder. And then I was like, okay, wait, like what's happening right now? Like just get away, you know? Like I liked him, he was a cool person, but like he just never gave off that really good vibe, you know what I mean? So I tell him like, what are you doing? And he's all like, nothing, what do you mean? And I'm like, can you stop shoving me? Like, what are you doing? And he was just like, nothing, why are you being so... No, he said, nothing, why do you have that attitude right now with me? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm just asking why you're shoving me. Like, boy, why the fuck are you shoving me? And he was all like, you don't like to be shoved? You don't like to be hit that way? I was like, in my mind, I was like, boy, what the fritters are you talking about? I was like not even playing. I was just kind of trying to ignore him. I was like, whatever. So I kept washing the dishes. So he punches me and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm still washing the dishes. So you know the little back kick that people do, like when you put your right leg behind you and like kick them, and you know what I mean? Yeah. So I did that. I kicked him, and then like I couldn't see his face because I could see his face, but I didn't see his face. I was looking at him. I was just kept on washing the dishes. I was like, just leave me alone, leave me alone. And he punches me again, even harder. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And like he pretty much like wanted me to play around or be okay with it. I don't know. But I was like, I didn't want to like I'm not the type of person to create big ass conflicts and drama, but I mean, he was just getting on your last girl's nerves. Like, what are you doing? And this whole time my mom was still in the restroom. So I was like, okay, she's gonna get out. And then he's gonna go back to whatever. Like, I was just done with him. And then he was just like, what, do you not like it rough? What? Did I just hear that? Like, what? I was not and am not used to someone saying that to me, you know, especially my mom's significant other. So I was kind of shocked. I didn't know really what to say. And I kind of just was all like, and kept on washing the dishes. Like, I didn't even want to look at him. And then he's like, what? Like, you're not gonna talk to me now? Like, what? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, I was just literally kind of giving him the silent treatment. And then we hear the toilet flush. So my mom's coming out. And I'm like, okay, just don't do anything. Just leave it alone. And that's when he says, you're not supposed to act this way. And then he legit punches me in my side. Ooh. Like, he was a grown man, you guys. And he was a big guy. So it was horrible. I like legit dropped down to the floor and he was just walking away like if nothing ever happened. And I was just sitting there bawling my eyes out. My mom comes out and she's just like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? And I'm crying. So like, I'm like the type, like when I'm crying, like you can't really hear me talk. So I'm just like he hit me, like barely trying to get out the words. Like he hit me. And that's when he comes back all innocent, legitly like, what are you talking about? We were just playing around. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? And I'm just there crying and crying. And like, my mom doesn't know what to believe. And now he's like quiet, like he put on like this shock face. Like he didn't know what to say, you know? And my mom was like, I don't know if she was believing it or not, but she didn't know who to believe, like him or me. Cause she was just like looking at me and looking at him. Like what does she do at this point? And like literally it felt like a long time. Like I'm just crying and crying. And she doesn't do anything. Like she's in shock. Like she doesn't know what to do. And then when I'm at this point, like crying, I start laughing. And I laugh. And she looks at me and is still in shock. Like even more shock. But like, why the fuck are you crying? Why the fuck are you laughing, you crazy person? Type of thing. And then I laugh even more. And I'm just like, just kidding! I'm just kidding. We were playing around. It was nothing. And that was my very first prank. sorry, you guys. That it wasn't really like that. The real story is, half of you probably clicked off already because you're pissed. I'm sorry. But the real way it went is I was really cool with this guy. Like, we were cool. So I was washing the dishes. She did go to the bathroom. That was all true. But the way we were talking is not, because again, we were really cool. So he did shove me and I shoved him back, but it wasn't like a what the fuck shove. It was like just like a ha ha ha. I'm like ha ha ha. Then he like a little tag type of thing, like ha and then ha and yeah, so I was still washing dishes, so I couldn't move. He just kind of like punched me. I was like, haha, and then he like left. Like, he started walking away. But I was the one, well, we both, I guess, heard, once we heard the flush, like, yeah, he did his last punch or shove, and then he like ran away, you know? And once I hear the door unlocking and opening, that's when I dropped to the floor and I pretended to cry, and I was like legit crying. And yeah, they were like so in shock. Like, he literally didn't think he hit me that hard. Like, obviously he's like what do you mean? Like, I didn't even hit you that hard. Like, what are you talking about? I could see him crying. He didn't, but like, he was totally there. And my mom was scared. Like, she was kind of like, oh my god, like, because she knows too, like, he's a really good guy. So he's like, okay, what is happening? She thinks like he just punched me like for fun, which he did, and it just hurt more that I thought, you know, like. But on the other hand, he could have been mad and just punched me. I don't know what was going on in her head, but she literally was in shock and didn't know what to do. She was kind of like, again, she was looking at him, then looking at me, looking at him, looking at me, like, didn't know what to do. And then I started laughing because I needed, because like I felt so bad because they were both like scared, shock, you know. So yeah, I was just started laughing and I'm like, got you guys, totally got you guys. And he was like kind of mad. He was like, oh my god, like he was legit almost gonna cry. Like, I know he was almost gonna cry. And my mom was like relieved, kind of. She was just like like, she took a huge breath. Like, she was terrified. She was not terrified, like, what's the word, like, she was like scared, or like she didn't want to know that the man she loved just hit her daughter, or that her daughter's just a little pussy. So yeah, and the reason mostly why I did this is because I wanted to do this acting class, and she didn't really believe in that acting class program, but I did, because again, I was like a little kid and I was like, come on, it's acting, I want to make this, because I really wanted to be, or want to be, an actress. So I really wanted those classes. So the way that I wanted to prove to her, like, even though this is probably nothing type of thing, like, I could make it. Like, they'll see what I have to offer, they would totally want to sign me up or whatever. So I did it, and that happened, and then I was like, so now can you like pay for my classes? And so yeah, your girl obviously got her classes. Sadly, it was $2,000, which we came up with, and we paid for my classes, and it was honestly a very fun, good experience. And I still want to keep doing it. Like, I want to go to more classes, but it's like a whole nother story with these classes. Obviously, I haven't done a commercial. I haven't been on TV, but I will get there. I will get there. So yeah, if you liked my video, if you like this little clickbait, I hope you don't hate me. But I mean, technically it happened. He punched me, so the title is spot on. There's not the first part of this video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if this was a horrible thing to do. If you want to hear more videos, more story times, but true ones, like full-on true ones, then let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's it. Oh, let me get my blanket. Whew, it is hot. But we'll do a little classy outro. I don't know why I think this blanket is classy. It's just literally like a picnic red, white, and black blanket. But you know what? With my H2O or White Zinfandel, whatever you want to call it. This is a classy outro to Brenda's story time. Bye. Sweating. Do you see the sweat? My water just dropped. Fucking White Zinfandel is going down my foot.
Don't let me pass one, cause I might come. Pop it out of our snow going down. Yeah. If it's past two, I can look at you. Got it up because you're too true.